Hi, it's Joy and today I'm going to be watching Alphas Season 2, Episode 11, If Memory Serves, which I'm guessing means we're going to do an episode focused more on Kat and her memory and everything, and so that is long overdue and there aren't many episodes left in this show. Obviously they planned to make more, but it is brutal making television these days, so it got cancelled far too early, so hopefully we're going to get to some kind of resolution with Kat in this episode. But yes, thank you so much Jessie for sponsoring, and let's go. Is this the end of her training or her first mission as a tactical operator? Oh, we're cracking down. Teamwork. I mean, I'm not sure that every single one of these people deserves quite this treatment. They're unstoppable at the moment. Is she overusing her power? Is it going to make her addicted again? That means something. You're working with them for a reason. I don't know that I necessarily agree with how they act, but Jesus.
Need to get to it before the investigation.
So you don't trust Glaze people?
No, I don't.
You just brought them in. I'm so confused.
No, Parrish can twist people's loyalty.
Though he's clearly not acting 100% as a rational person would, given what he's grieving.
Some backup.
Someone who won't be missed.
Yes, my first recon mission.
Why do you need to go to the hospital?
Oh, because my mom was in a car accident.
Oh. Sweetheart, you can be there right now, especially as you can do your ability from here.
And I'm tied up. Got guns, tech gear, snacks.
It's a good way for her to remember. She took this training to heart.
Show me your hands right now.
Wasn't expecting to see him.
Stanton Parrish.
Why are you important? I mean, we've got something. If he'll come with us as complacently as he seems.
Parrish is keeping him locked in that farmhouse.
He absorbs other people's memories.
Hicks.
He could have a lot of information in there.
Dr. Rosen, Senator Charlotte Perkins.
She
I'll
traced
be
it
acting as
back.
the Senate liaison to the Parrish Task Force.
Oh dear.
Yes, of course.
Do they know that she was linked to Parrish?
Those brain scans hadn't found their way to my
Ooh.
neurologist. I'm not sure I'd be here today.
She never told him.
Paper trail, which he has followed directly to me.
I saved her.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I know you.
She couldn't live with herself and what she'd done.
When she puts the pieces together, you and I could go to jail.
But she's alive.
Other concerns right now.
No. Rosen, this is not you. And if this is you, then no.
Sandy, all right? Like, no one likes hospitals, okay?
Yeah, I
You and
know.
your mother.
I'm glad they took him straight here.
She's still in surgery, okay?
This is it, the manifest. It says industrial electronics.
We need more
That's it.
details, okay?
Yeah,
Anything on the factory?
yeah, it's all here, Bill, but I can't read it. Neither can you. It's all in Chinese.
Can you copy it down somewhere? Translation app?
Was calm as we approached the farmhouse.
Come on, Hicks. Why don't we talk anymore?
He absorbs memories.
We have some.
I killed Danny.
Oh.
What the hell did you say?
Was that a Parrish memory? Or is he able to reach into Hicks's mind? And yeah, this man is certainly a force.
We gotta get off the road. That guy called for backup. We're in trouble.
Uh-huh. But is he gonna stay dead? No. He was not really dead at all. Jesus. No wonder he was so willing to throw himself on the car. Oh, Kat's first field day is going great. I mean, recon mission, she's done other field days.
Am I going home soon?
No, you're not going home soon.
Hicks, we don't know who he is. We don't have. Oof.
I wanted to be straight with you. I want to be with him.
Mr. Hicks.
He memory absorbs.
Never do that to me again. It was like it was in a memory, all right, but it wasn't mine.
It's Parrish's.
Whose memory was it?
Parrish's.
I got a pretty good.
I was gonna walk back to the office,
Oh, Gary.
but it'd take 3 hours, 18 minutes. I'm not built for that.
No.
No.
Me
Imagine
neither.
this is- Okay. I'll be right there.
Oh, leaving Gary.
Gotta go back to the office.
He needs emotional support.
I'll be back as soon as I can.
So if he's holding Parrish's memories, he must be a mountain of intel.
Why would Parrish want him to hold his memories? What's this guy like that? Does he run on milk?
Why we got this babbling idiot in cuffs?
I have to go home now.
Oh, he's gonna stop
If I want
complying.
off, the caretaker will come for me.
I don't think you need to worry about the Terminator, pal.
Oh, you do.
Put in your cue.
But I will always mend.
Mm-hmm. Listen to him.
He can recover from a broken neck?
He is trying to respond to them. What is with this? Like, why would Parrish give him all his memories? Is it like a failsafe?
Sorry. Jeez, I suck at this. Hey, look, thinking about Danny is messing you up.
Keep walking. We know the Terminator's coming.
Stop. Wish I could.
It's not. It's better to remember those you've loved.
I can put you inside your memories with Danny.
Because then he'll get trapped in and never want to leave.
Shut the hell up, Mitchell.
Keep moving. Terminator is coming.
Hey.
Is Terminator ahead of them because he knows what they'll want? She reminds her of her mother. Oh, could he get into her memories somehow?
Memory.
Can he? And also, maybe if he can, let's wait till we get home.
No.
Safe. Maybe not home. Home's a bad word right now.
You sure?
Not right now. Not right now.
I'll be fine.
I mean, yes, I want this for her so much, but can we trust him? And also, what if the Terminator comes? Oh no.
Sorry. That's all there is.
No.
Oh, that was her hope of a
I can't
home.
really have.
I can't even remember which of my memories anymore.
Being an alpha is not always fun and games. Ooh.
I'd like to talk. He said that you can put thoughts in people's minds, make them do things.
Well, who would think of that?
I joined the task force because I need answers. I need to know if I was pushed by one of Parrish's people.
Yes, definitely Parrish's people.
Your mind is yours. How can you be sure?
With my ability, I can sense when someone's been pushed or not. Don't tell her.
I really need to go home.
You've just told her it was you!
Go home.
You.
Yes, because you were working with a terrorist.
I'm glad you're here.
Oh, yeah, you're welcome. No, I don't...
What the fuck?
Oh. Mom?
Oh no, he shouldn't be alone.
Doctor?
Val?
What? No.
Carrie, someone come to be with him right now.
Is she okay, though? She was just...
Whatever happened, she knew you were there and she knew how much you loved her.
We did to her.
Nina, you of all people know that fear can make people do all sorts of unpredictable things.
So maybe you shouldn't have had Nina do it. You were working with a terrorist. Doesn't necessarily make what we did okay, because Nina's power is very unethical, but...
Your team is more dangerous than the alphas they go after. And you are the worst.
You were working with Parrish.
Use them to assault innocents under a pretense of justice.
He kind of does sometimes.
I apologize, but the other option was to blackmail you. The illegal contribution to your first campaign, or that you had been compromised by Parrish's organization in regards to August Meadow. And I'd like to think that I won't regret that choice.
Is he sort of threatening blackmailing now?
And you are right, my team is dangerous.
Fuck.
So am I.
Not the best way to handle that in my opinion, but I suppose when she's on the warpath, she's on the warpath. You gotta do more damage than that. He's 6 miles away. He ran away. We lost him.
Okay, let's swap. I'll text you.
What's the significance of the
Now you're in
keys?
charge?
Yeah.
How do you figure?
Well, if I lose Hicks, I get yelled at. If you lose Mitchell, I'm guessing you get a painful death.
Bluffing, I like it.
Are you okay?
Yeah, of course I'm okay, Bill. I didn't have a stroke.
That's not the kind of okay he means, sweetheart. He's letting that happen. He's not okay.
Girl you were just with. Where is she?
She drove off. She told me to walk. You know, these waters are pretty deep.
Go, cat, go. So I'm pretty sure Cameron might be in the car. Jesus. Oh my goodness. You had to do it to save lives.
Hicks?
I think he was in the car.
Hicks! He's in the trunk, isn't he?
Hicks is resourceful though. Okay, one.
You seriously don't know how to swim?
I was too busy learning how to pick locks underwater.
Can you show me last time you spoke with Mr. Ferris?
Poor Mitchell. He doesn't really get to have his own life, does he?
You always make the right decision.
I don't think I did.
You did not.
No, not this time. If I could have that moment back.
Well, you can't, bastard, so turn yourself in.
I promise you, you will grow old in a better world than I am.
Is Mitchell a descendant of his?
Those are my memories, Mitchell.
Poor Mitchell, he really doesn't get to be himself. Kind of like she doesn't.
And I just wanted to say, for the record, thanks for saving my life today. But you are the most annoying person in the world.
The only memory I have of my life is some stupid commercial with a stupid actress.
There was wallpaper. I don't know how that could help.
Lucky. He's trying to protect Mitchell.
I know. But he would have killed Cameron or you in reverse. I mean, that shows you're a good person, that you're struggling with it. If you thought it was easy or it was fun or it was, you know, you were able to completely say it's justified and mean it, I wouldn't like you.
Humanity of his makes him vulnerable. That's his
And
weakness,
a weakness.
and we are going to use it against him.
But he still made the decision with Danny. Do they think... Oh, fuck. Do they think somehow they can use Mitchell as bait and he won't risk it again?
Keys.
What is it with the keys? What are we doing to him? Do I agree to it?
But Building 7 might very well be the best thing for him. At least his mind will be at peace.
What did he show him? Danny again?
Cameron Mitchell is nothing more than a thread to be pulled.
He's a human with feelings and emotions. I get why Rosen is like this, but he was kind of like this before he lost Danny.
Let him come.
Okay, so this show is getting more and more intense. I am crushed for Kat that the only memory she had was from a commercial. It's not a commercial, it's an advert, you know. That was all she had. Imagine, you know, thinking you could remember your dad and it was just the Split Bang guy or whatever. Ugh, crushing. I really do hope they find a way to help her. I doubt we'll get to see them if they do because there are 2 episodes left. But some of the Alpha abilities, their downsides are so crushing. Like, both Kat and Mitchell almost lose all sense of self. Now, I do think Kat, it's not like she kind of builds up a month's worth of memories, loses them, knows nothing, then builds up a month. You know, it's a moving month. So she kind of, in order to completely forget something, some people she's with, or what she's doing, she would need to sort of leave, move away, and stop interacting with those people for the months to pass, and then she wouldn't remember them anymore. I guess. But it does kind of, she loses touch with the people and the places and the memories that are what make us who we are. She will have a constantly shifting sense of self, and that's just awful. I love this idea of the video memories. I'm surprised she hasn't thought of it before. I guess she kind of, because she didn't have the memories, by telling herself she didn't need or want the memories, it was kinder rather than constantly wishing she had them. And I loved the bit at the end where she said, you know, I would never ever want you to not remember because the memories are what matter. And they are. That is what makes us who we are. That is what makes our relationships meaningful into the future. For Gary and his mum, at least he was, you know, he was there. He got to have that little conversation with her where she was still trying to take care of him, but where he was offering to take care of her. She could see just how much it meant. You know, she knows Gary loves her. That's never been in question. But I think sometimes having a child that doesn't maybe display it as easily as other children, you can have that fear that what if they don't. And I do think that if those were her last moments, she knows Gary was there for her and that he loved her, and as much as she already knew that, having it reinforced is wonderful. But for Gary, both the waiting around in the hospital is not only a break from his routine, which is stressful, but it's a break from his routine for such a terrible thing. Being on his own for part of it, seeing that happen to his mother, but the fact that he let the doctors usher him out, you know, he didn't kind of refuse to leave or anything, and that when Bill kind of was giving him a hand on the shoulder, I know he's got a bit better at like people touching him or whatever, but the fact that he didn't be like, no Bill, I'm fine, Bill, go away. He just sort of let him do it, shows you just how much he is struggling with this, even if he can't articulate it or doesn't want to particularly, because the minute you say, I this feels awful, it becomes that much harder to deal with. I really hope she pulls through, but I'm worried for him. Getting that last moment together is, even if the very last moment was him not wanting banana yogurt, it doesn't matter. They were there for each other, and it was lovely. But then it wasn't. Now Dr. Rosen, as you know, if you've been watching all of my reactions, I have such a roller coaster of a relationship with him. I like him in the sense that I truly do believe he's trying to do the right thing. I think there are times when his ego has got the best of him, but I don't think he's been conscious of that. Like, you know, he still thought, I'm doing the right thing. He hasn't ever thought, oh, I'm going to make myself look powerful. I think when the senator said to him, oh, you know, you're the worst of all because you use these team of alphas to make their abilities against ordinary innocent people, there have been times where I do feel like that is the case, and I think it's such a slippery slope you can get down as a good person of justifying things that aren't ethical or right, because you can think, well, we're going up against a much worse person, therefore it's okay if I do this. It's such a slippery slope that Dr. Rosen often slides down, and I really do wonder where the show would have gone with that line of thinking if it had had seasons 3, seasons 4, seasons 5, because there are times when I do not like Dr. Rosen. In a lot of ways I don't particularly like how he's going about things at the moment, but at the moment I can temper that with, he just watched his daughter die, she just died in his arms. Maybe I can give him a bit more slack than I do normally, although his behaviour is kind of a continuation of his normal behaviour. It's a bit like he's bringing in Clay and all the resources, and then also being like, but I don't trust them, we're doing it ourselves. You know, you kind of like, Dr. Rosen, no one on your team has soft ground to land on. I worry about just what he's doing. And I think threatening the senator, to an extent, yeah, it makes sense. She was potentially going to try and send the whole team to prison, get them shut down, which would be just the thing to help Parrish win. But she is still a vulnerable person who is terrified at having learned that she's been pushed and had her whole brain altered. I don't think the reminder that, like, yeah, we only had to do it because you had an unethical campaign donation and you were linked to August Medical, which was very, very dodgy and linked to Parrish. You know, just a healthy reminder that we know you were linked to Parrish is enough. I don't think then my team is dangerous, and so am I, because I don't think you're on the same level of dangerous. You're a different type of dangerous. Hopefully that means she will back down, but I think she's the kind of person that almost saying, going down the approach of, look, I truly did believe it was going to be the most gentle approach because you had these dodgy things on. I'm sure you didn't know about it, but you did. And so we were actually trying to look out for you, and I'm sorry if it went too far. That's why we sent you the medical files to make sure you'd be okay. I don't know, like, trying to appeal to her that way. But is the very fact that she worked with Parrish in the first place a suggestion that she's not very ethical? I don't know. It is a mess. But I think Rosen is not thinking rationally, even for himself at the moment. The fact that, you know, he was furious with Nina when what she was trying to do was live by the code he's been teaching her to, being true to herself, being true to the good parts of her. She couldn't live with herself knowing that she'd potentially destroyed a woman using her powers, where she was able to help her. I'm really proud of Nina, and I'm not pleased with Dr. Rosen and how he's been treating her recently. I'm glad Rachel is finding a place of zen with her powers and everything, that she kind of... There will still be times when it will overwhelm her, there will still be times when the downside of her ability is the downside, but it's not going to be every time, and I'm so pleased for that. And that Bill is staying up late with the baby is very cute, driving him around. So then we have Mitchell sending... See, I don't appreciate the way Rosen's like, oh, Mitchell's just a threat to be pulled. Well, no, he's a living, breathing person who, as far as we know, we have currently got no evidence he has ever done anything wrong. You know, it's not like there was a memory that was clearly his in which he was like, I pulled the trigger and killed all those people. And, it, you know, his only crime is being close to Parrish. Now, I don't know whether we interpret that as him being the last of Parrish's descendants, a new child, like as in, you know, not like someone he's had a child with recently, or whether he's just an individual alpha that he grew to care for in the same way he grew to care for Danny. It could be any of those things, but he's not committed any crimes. He does not deserve to be in Building 7. Certainly there is an argument that maybe if he had his ability switched off, would he be able to find himself again? Would he be able to start making his own memories and sorting them out? But it's also that in a lot of ways Mitchell was almost like a vulnerable adult, in the sense that he couldn't always make decisions for himself, and maybe if they gave him the time and the space, we saw him in this episode, we saw moments of clarity where he offered to help them, you know, those moments were enough that maybe we could have got him to work with us, maybe we could have got him to help us, but instead using him like that, I don't necessarily like, especially as his ability is not dangerous. They need Building 7. It's purely using another human to provoke Parrish. Finding out that he's not a complete sociopath, so therefore we're going to immediately exploit those connections. It's one thing to threaten to do something bad to someone cares about as a good guy when you deep down know you'd never follow through with it, but the other person thinks, well, what if they will? It's another thing to do it. So I worry. I also worry about the path he's leading Cameron on. Now they are both grieving. Cameron is, as we've seen, someone that can get more violent than I'd like at times, but I do feel like Rosen is using that grief and that anger, and Cameron could end up going to a place he can't return from as well, but we will see. Kat's relationship with everyone is wonderful, and I just want her to be happy. This was an intense episode in a lot of ways. I am sad for Milkman that he's dead. I mean, I'm not sad for Milkman because I'm sure he's killed a lot of good people, but we don't know that. I mean, he had Cameron in the trunk of his car. I doubt he was going to, like, let them all peacefully go. But, yeah, I don't know that... I mean, Kat did what she had to do. There was no way she could have fought him off. And saved Mitchell. For all we knew at that point, Mitchell was locked in a room. So yes, we didn't know much about him, and I presume he was locked in the room because if his memories got confused, he might wander off and then they'd never find him again. But as far as we knew, he was being held captive, and so she did what she had to do for Hicks and for Mitchell, but it's not an easy thing. But it's a good thing that it isn't sitting easily with her. Thank you so much, Jessie, for sponsoring this show, and thank you for watching.